Hey guys, welcome. For my new viewers, my name is Stacey Nduta and welcome to my flawsome world. I'm really excited to do this video because it's a bit special. Initially, this production was supposed to be a new year, new me kind of vibe because September is my birthday month. Yeah, hi Virgos. So I was supposed to have like peacock colors in my hair because a girl needs to look, snatched. And of course some new talons because what is not having new talons on your birthday? But after adulting, for those who didn't watch the previous video, I'll link it here. After adulting, I realized that I actually need to have a moshe manio, which is basically a small meeting with myself. And I asked myself, I had a small inquisition. I was like, okay, fine, Stacey, you want to have new hair. Didn't die already? Bring your hair, your natural hair, to its knees. Who's the target audience? Because if you're peacocking, obviously, you're peacocking towards something. And thanks to all the free therapy that we're getting through TikTok, I realized that subconsciously I'm signaling that I do not feel in control of my life by, wanting to do all that. Which is quite ironic because everything that I've done in the past year, I'll link my previous birthday when I was turning now 26, what I did, the birthday vlog, I'll put it here somewhere, but everything that I've done henceforth was basically just for me to be able, to say that, okay, fine, this is what I want to accomplish. How am I going to close where I am and where I envision myself to be, those basic steps. And for me to even feel that way, it felt like some sort of betrayal. And for those who do not understand what I'm trying to explain in this video so far, it's basically like a child having toys in front of them, but they're crying for the one that's next door, which brings us to the notion that the grass is greener on the other side. I mean, is it really? Is it? Dramatic pause. Because think about it, it always looks greener on the other side, but it never is. And this is exactly what I mean by changing my why. Because I feel there's something I watched. I'll look for the original video and clip it in somewhere.
27, the age 27, that's the age you need to look out for, and I'll tell you why. I'm not an expert on this, so take everything I have to say with a grain of salt, but I personally refer to the age 27 as the landslide year. I call it that because the song Landslide by Stevie Nicks, if you have ever paid attention to the lyrics, that entire song is about looking back on your life and kind of realizing the choices you've made and how they've gotten you to where you are and trying to decide if you want to keep going down that path. Stevie Nicks was 27 when she wrote Landslide. 27 is also notorious for being the age that takes out a lot of very famous people and celebrities. If you're not aware, there's a thing called the 27 Club. 27 is when Kurt Cobain died, Amy Winehouse, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and many, many others. So what is it about the age 27 that affects people so profoundly? Science actually shows that your brain isn't fully developed, particularly the decision-making portion of your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25 years old. You start to really become a lot more self-aware at the age of 25, and I think that snowball effect happens for those 2 years, and by the time you're 27, you're looking back at your entire life being like, who am I and how did I get here? I think that's the period of time that a lot of people start looking back at their childhood traumas and relationships and many different aspects of their life and kind of realizing, have I been in my body making these decisions this entire time, or has this all been a series of programming from the things that I learned when I was younger? I personally
we're here. But apparently what happens by the time you turn 27 is that you have a click, a snap, something, an aha moment where you pause and look around in your life and you ask yourself, is the life I have around me the life I really want? Am I living for someone else? Am I living for something else other than myself. And I'm sorry for any disturbances because I have cats, you guys. You can't, there's no peace.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Anyway, so it's just, the grass is never greener on the other side. So as much as I probably wanted to have the whole new year, new me kind of look, I'm still the same person. You get that? And the irony is that we live in a society that, like, conformity is the name of the game. There's a video we did where we really, about adulting and how we thought that if you are in a certain career or you're earning a certain amount of money, you should be doing a bunch of things, a bunch of activities that are staged as the ideal. Which, it's a bit like, who sent out that memo? Who sent out that memo that that's how it's supposed to be? And that's a topic for another day. But the fact that you conform, it leads to something that's known as virtue signaling. I'm telling you, the first time I heard about this, it was like a slap across my face because I was like, wait, oh my God, this is actually something I participate in. But let me get the dictionary. So, virtue signaling, definition from the dictionary, of course, is action or practice of publicly expressing opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or moral correctness. You guys, you don't even need to think far for this. Just call to memory your local politician. Whether it's going to church, whether it's the photo ops where they're seen playing with a child or whatever, it's just that virtue signaling of, look, I'm like you, look, I'm humble, look, and look, I also don't have problems about thinking about what I'm going to eat for the rest of the week. We all know that's a lie, okay? Just stop. Stop it. But that's not my point for today. It's not about the politicians, no. Today is about basically why I'm changing my why and you should consider changing yours. This may somehow sound similar to the stop making excuses video, but it's not the same. Because in terms of changing my why, this is, once you figure out, okay, it is said or legend has it, once you figure out your why, it somehow dictates everything else because it's a circle. I'll put the chart somewhere here. So it starts with your why, then it goes to your how, then it goes to your what. And it ripples out. It's like a circle of influence kind of bit, because if your thoughts influence your actions, they will influence your, of course, like the out. I know English, I promise. The outermost, oh my God, the outermost circle or sphere, so to speak. So, given that I've explained what virtue signaling is, you could have done this probably in your spaces, and maybe, that moment where you feel like you're about to shine because you're about to drop some information bomb you were cramming the night before because you knew you were going to a very pretentious event where you'll have to talk about a certain topic and you need to be knowledgeable about that topic. Sounds familiar? So basically, me changing my why is because I've realized that I only have so many fuck bucks to spend. For those who are not familiar with the fuck buck theory, I will put a link to that TED Talk. It's called The Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. And I'm cussing so much. Oh my God. Anyway, so basically the concept is a fuck buck is your time, energy, and thoughts monetized. Let me just say that. So for example, if you go for an event that you didn't want to go for at the first place, you would have rather spent that day in the house binging some show that you prefer instead of, again, the pretentious company. That is you wasting your fuck bucks, because at not the beginning, but you only have a finite amount of them. And by you not actually allocating them well and spending them on things that do not bring you joy, And when I say bring you joy, I don't mean like skipping work, calling in sick so you skip work so you just sleep in the house. No, when I say joy, I mean things that don't that actually add value. So if they're adding value money wise, I mean, but of course, if it's taking out more value than it's giving, then that is what we are going to be taking out of your budget, of your factbacks or whatever. So this long explanation is just for me to say the reason I'm changing my why is because I've realized I'm wasting my factbacks a bit. Like, yes, I can, or rather right now I don't have any friendships that I could say are draining, so to speak. Clients I take are based on my want. Like, it's not about I need to do this work because I need money. No. It's gotten. I'm loving this point of my life where it's gotten to a point where I'll tell a client I can refer you to someone else, or I'll just Right now it's not about. And I'm telling you, it's such a sweet spot. It's such a sweet spot. Like when it's no longer when you're the one choosing, because you know that's another topic for another day about choosing the ideal client. But when you start influencing your own life, you see it from a very weird perspective. It's like you're the architect or engineer, and this thing is just something that is materializing because you're the one who decided it will materialize. It's not that people will pop up in your life and you're like, who is this? Why are they? And seeing. Yeah. So this video is a call to action to my followers and to my new watchers, those who stuck around till this end, that you should change your why. You should change how you spend your factbacks. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really pray you're alive and well. And if you're not, I'm glad you're alive to watch this video. So bye.